Welcome to Icarus, friend. Looks like your first time down here. Call me Soul. Looks like paradise. But don't be fooled. The air's poison, wildlife's out to kill you, and the weather's like nothing you've ever seen. You'll need to make yourself some shelter soon enough. But you know what you're doing, right? That's why you came all the way out here and dropped with nothing. 'Cause you could. Well, UDA wants you to show you understand the basics before they send you anywhere really dangerous. So get acquainted, then head back up when you're ready. Best of luck, friend. Stay safe.
Welcome back to the channel, guys. So I'll be playing some Icarus, and it's a play versus environment survival game. You can have a co-op of up to 8 people as well, so it does have some online modes, but I'm playing solo. So Icarus first cohort, basically you're not on Earth, you've been dropped on a different planet which apparently humans tried to terraform but failed miserably. But they found the reason why, and now they're trying to basically rectify that issue. So I'm just going to go through the in-game settings now. Playing at a resolution of 3840 by 2160. No VSync, frame limit 8300 FPS if you could ever reach that. So it should be fine for being uncapped. No motion blur. All settings are at epic, max shadows, and texture streaming pool size at 12,000. I'm not really sure what this does. So it says the size in megabytes of your texture pool. Increasing will use more VRAM but reduce texture popping. Set this based on your video card memory. So of course, if you've already got 8 GB, set it to 8,000, and so on and so forth. RTX 3090 has 24 GB, so there's no issue setting it to 12,000. Everything else is at epic again. I'm using DLSS at the quality mode, but you do have balance or performance if you need those. And ray tracing is also available in this game, and FSR if you want to use that as well. Of course, you can't use DLSS and FSR together. Now it says RTX enabled. I don't really know what that generally means in terms of what features they have. So it does says global illumination, but if that's the only RT offering, then it's not much in the way of ray tracing. But there you go. So those are the in-game settings. So I've become kind of fond of these kind of survival type games since I played Ark Survival Evolved. Played a little bit of I'm trying to think of the game now. I never really liked the community, but it was a similar type game. The name escapes me now, but I'll remember in a few minutes. But I'm just gonna look for some resources, and basically build some tools. In my experience, you got to do things quite quickly, because once it becomes night time, it's going to be a lot harder to function. And plus, you want to level up as quickly as you can. Let's talk a little bit about performance. Getting around 60 to 70 frames per second in the high foliage areas. If you look at the sky, obviously performance skyrockets a bit. Only goes up to 80 though, so game is pretty demanding considering I'm using DLSS as well. So let's have a look at what I'll need to build these tools. So to build a stone pickaxe, I'm going to need some stone, and to build a stone axe, I'm going to need some more stone. So I'm going to grab some stone first. Obviously the larger deposits of stone, you're going to need some tools to mine. I don't know if that's a wolf, so I'm guessing that's pretty hostile. I'm going to stay away from that for now because I'm unarmed. But yeah, you got to be careful. You don't want to get yourself too killed. You don't want to put yourself up against enemies that you can't deal with so early on in the game. Okay, so the game I forgot about was Rust. So Rust is kind of got similar mechanics where You can do player versus environment, where you can kind of just build and survive, sustain your character, etc. So Ark Survival Evolved and Rust are pretty similar in that way. Obviously, Ark being filled with dinosaurs and Rust, you kind of just is player versus player really, as well as the environment. So there's that as well. I think I may have enough stones now. First thing I want to do is build some weapons as soon as I get the chance. I've seen 2 wolves around here now, and I don't want to get caught not being able to defend myself. So let's craft a stone axe. So I can now start cutting down trees. Go ahead and do that now. Wow, so that tree actually falls down. That's nice to see. So you can just collect the piles of wood. So I'm going to grab as many resources as I can as quickly as I can, because this is the easiest way to level up at first. There's obviously things I need to consider, like my oxygen level, as the air is toxic. Even though it looks nice and breathable, it actually isn't. And my food levels as well, so I'm gonna have to eventually find something to sustain myself. And hydration as well. I did see a river down there, so go down to the river and fill up H2O levels as well. So yeah, I mean, this is the kind of grind you can expect at the start of these games. It's a little tedious for some people, so they may not enjoy that, but if you're someone that plays other games like No Man's Sky, where the grind is endless, then this shouldn't really be an issue for you. Let's look a little bit at the progression system and how you level up and things. Let me just create this wood pile. Okay. So you have 4 tiers. Obviously, you'd only start at tier 1, and as you progress, you'll be able to go to tier 2. So I would imagine tier 1 is just like basic materials like stone and wood. Tier 2, you might have to start using metals and learning how to make more advanced stuff. Tier 3, fabricated stuff like canteens, thermos. There's a lot of stuff that you can make on this game. Titanium bolts. So eventually you start being able to make very, very advanced weaponry. Now, in terms of talents, this is basically your progression system. So you've got 4 fields: survival, construction, combat, and solo. And within the one field, you'll have like subcategories like resources, exploration, hunting, cooking, and farming. Under construction, you'll have tools, repairing, and building. And under combat, you've got spears, bows, blades, and firearms. Seems I have been confronted by an enemy. Gave the wolf a few good hits, but it wasn't enough.
Good work, Freshwood. With new skills come new possibilities. What you do with that knowledge, well, that's up to you.
Okay. So now that I've got...
No point picking up a hammer if you don't know what you're making. Before you build, you gotta learn how.
I agree. So let's learn how to make a wood spear and a campfire. And also a rag torch, because once it gets dark, I'll be pretty helpless if I can't see. So I've got a talent point, so I want to learn how to increase my health, because survival is the aim here. So I was able to fend off that wolf with my stone axe. But there's nothing I can do until I get a knife, so I can't skin this and get the meat. So I'm just going to leave that there. And see, my O2 levels are pretty good, so oxygen's okay. I'm not that hungry, but my H2O level needs to be replenished. So I'm going to go down to the river, get some water, start farming some stone as well, now that I've got the stone hammer. So graphically the game is okay looking for the type of game it is. It's nothing special, to be honest. It's not blowing me away, but it looks okay. There's another wolf over there. I don't really want to engage with it, but let's see if I can create some spears. Have a better chance of killing it with a spear than a stone hammer. So I'd rather kill this wolf rather than it kind of surprise me. It was around here somewhere. Here it is. So you can go into stealth by just crouching. I wonder if I can stealthily attack this. This one was pretty strong. As you see, I got a critical hit there, did 189 damage. And again, I don't have a knife yet, so I can't skin it for any kind of meat. But those are just two threats that I've been able to eliminate. Anyway, another good thing I like about this game is you can actually forage, you can actually harvest items while you're holding a tool. For whatever reason, Ark Survival Evolved never allowed you to do that. It was annoying. You had to switch to your hands so you could pick stuff up. Whereas this game, you can quite depends on the tool, I guess. Some things, if you had, for example, like a torch, you'll be able to pick up like rocks and things, but in other situations you would have to put that tool away to pick up things like off the ground, which was a bit annoying. So oxide is what you need to synthesize oxygen, so anytime you see that, it's best to collect it. But let's drink some water just to replenish my H2O levels. So that's been filled up. There should be fish in this water, I would imagine. So let's see if I can get some food. There's a fish here. Take these two. This one's a little bit too quick for me. The water looks really good on this game though. That's a big one. It's too fast for me at the moment. I'm almost over in Crumbred. I'm like 78.6 kilograms in terms of 78.9, sorry, of carrying weight out of 100. So you can actually put some of this away in your capsule that you landed on until you build yourself like a crate or something to store items. So I'm gonna go and do that just to kind of reduce my carrying weight. It's another wolf. I better take it out because it could be a problem. Plus it also gives you a good amount of experience. Again, let's stealthily creep up on it, see if I can get some bonus damage. Okay, did a nice critical hit there. The 189 damage. Almost level 2. So the systems just told me there's a storm coming. I'd imagine the weather effects will affect your well-being. I don't have any shelter yet, so it'll be interesting to see what it does to me. It's gonna rain in a moment. Okay, I got to level up. Put my OSD down, see what I can learn. So I can learn to make that knife. So I should be able to skin those wolves that I killed. I can also make a bedroll. So I can sleep. And you can start making clothing as well, which is interesting to protect you from the elements. So let's learn chest armor. Now my talents, I can learn a lot of things here. Reduce oxygen consumption rate, reduce hunger rate, increase space movement speed. This might be interesting to evade, or useful to evade enemies, so I'm going to learn that next. So it's raining. It seems to be toxic in some kind of way. As you can see, there's a kind of logo in the bottom left hand corner saying I'm being poisoned or something. I don't know. There's not much I can do because I haven't got any shelter. Let's mine some of this oxide. I don't want to be in a position where I don't have any oxygen to breathe. Let's see what I need to build this knife. I'm going to build one of these fires as well. I'm also going to build a torch. And let's build some clothing as well. That might help. So what I will do is put this in my zero, actually go into my inventory. Since I've crafted it, but where does it go? I guess it automatically fills up a spot, which is pretty useful. In other games you'd have to manually go and put that there. Hopefully this storm will pass pretty soon. Yeah, I got enough oxide for now. So I'm gonna go and try out my knife on those wolves that I killed. I'm trying to remember where I killed them. I think I killed one over here somewhere. No, I can't see anything. Right, I'm almost over encumbered, so I'm going to go back to the pod, deposit some things. I'm just carrying way too much. So what can I deposit? Deposit some wood. So I'm like 89 kilograms at the moment. So this wood pile weighs a hell of a lot. I'll put that away. So I'm now 38 kilograms, so that was the bulk of my weight. Alright, let's get this stone underway. We need to gather some stone as quickly as possible. Rain doesn't seem to affect performance in any way. Still getting around the same FPS. I need to wait till my stamina recovers. Finally, the storm is passing now. So yeah, the game obviously at the start is going to be pretty tedious until you start developing your skills. It's all part of the journey. I'm not really in a rush. There's a deer over there. My character is getting pretty hungry, so probably time to think about actually capturing some food. This spear is almost broken. So you can repair it just with the resources you have. Don't need to create another one. Good to know. Where did that deer go? It's around here somewhere. There it is. Okay. Fresh meat. Come on, dear, stay where you are. Just need to get a bit closer. There we go. It's running off, but it's not going to get far. The hell? Did it just climb up? Oh, there it is. Cornered it. Come on, get back here. Stop being so difficult. Running out of stamina. Yeah, this is not going too well. Where did it go? Damn, the damn thing's invaded me. Looks like the deer's gonna live to fight another day. Have to get in another time. Anyway, it is 20 past 2 in the afternoon. I need to start worrying about my visibility. So let's continue farming resources. Carrot to rest for a little bit. Okay, so my oxygen levels are really low. But luckily I've been mining some of this oxide. All you do is drop your oxide into this tab here and it will start replenishing your O2 levels automatically. I do have some wild berries that I can eat. So for now at least, I do have some sustenance. And we can leave the animals alone for a little while. So I'm not too sure how demanding this game would be without DLSS, but the fact that I'm not exactly running away with performance here with an RTX 3090 kind of speaks volumes. So I imagine for a lot of people this game's going to be quite demanding. I did read the recommended specs and they did recommend an i7 9700K and an RTX 3060 Ti no less. So yeah, the game is pretty demanding it seems. I'll have to give it a try on my 6900 XT with FSR and see how it gets on at some point. So bear with me guys, I know this may not be the most entertaining thing, but it is a survival play versus environment game. There are going to be some objectives. There's another wolf. I'm going to try and kill this in first person view. This one's level 1, so that's a baby. Wow, pretty tough though. Anyway, I've got that knife now, so maybe I can skin this for some food. So yeah, you can, out of all of this I was able to get leather, fur, bone and raw meat. I'll take all of those. So that's pretty cool. So it's quite realistic. There's another wolf trying to creep up on me. I should repair my spear though. Luckily it wasn't too strong, but my health is really low at the moment. Anyway, let's skin this thing. There's my knife. Take everything. Got another level up, so I'm not going to waste any time here. I'm in desperate need of learning. So let's learn the bow. Let's learn the basic bandage, because I definitely need some healing. And let's learn some cloth armor for the head. So we're progressing pretty nicely here. Storm chasers increase stamina and regeneration in storms. Water reduced first rate. This could be pretty good for survival. So we're growing, people. We're growing. We're getting better with every level up. See if I can get this fish. A little bit too fast for me. So anyway, let's take care of my wounds. Now that I know how to create a bandage, might be worth making one of those immediately. Need to get some more fiber. So let's gather some stuff. That should be enough fiber to take care of my wounds. So I'm going to pop my OSD down. So again, this game is a little bit, took me by surprise where it just automatically allocates your new items to basically your dedicated number, where you can just quickly choose that item. So that bandage didn't really do too much to heal me. So let's craft a few more. I'm gonna grab some more fiber. I'm getting a bit sidetracked here. I need to focus on making a shelter, but I need to make sure I survive, which is obviously my #1 concern. So let's craft a few more of these. Okay, we are good. So number 7. Ah, that seems that deer's appeared. Let me just repair my spear. I'll repair my knife as well. I'm gonna go and make a fire. As you can see, my food is low. Just got that notification there. Let's go closer to the drop pod. I'm gonna use that as my reference point. And I'm gonna go and build a fire now and get some food on the fire. Over here seems like a good place to cook. Should do. Should do nicely. I already have the fire. So obviously we're gonna have to give it some fuel. So wood will be fine. And let me just drop my OSD here, so you can actually cook everything that you have as a recipe. So let's get the fire going. I do have some meat. Let's get that cooked. Sorry, I've just dropped the food. Need to get used to these mechanics. It seems you have to put the meat in the device inventory, and then it will start cooking, I would assume. Yeah, there it is. So that's how it works. You can also add all of the food you have to the device inventory. I'd imagine it will start cooking over time. You can just come back to it and everything will be cooked. So we've got 3 pieces of raw meat, 2 pieces of raw fish, and that should be more than enough to sustain myself for a little while. So see what happens when this gets to maximum. Cooked meat, I'm just going to add that to my inventory here. Okay, so for almost 900 seconds this meat is going to fill up my stomach. So I'm just going to leave that to cook and focusing on making some more stuff. So I'm able to make something to protect my head now. So let's see what I'll need for that. Some more fiber. Let's go and collect some more fiber. It is 5:10 in the afternoon, so you can see daylight's running out very, very fast. I have to start making some campfires. I'm not going to be able to see. Get some wood because I'm definitely going to need it. Oh, there's still some daylight. Okay, so I should be able to craft. Already got a torch, so that's fine. I'm gonna craft a bow. And I'm also gonna craft a cloth head armor. And in terms of bedroll, I need to go and get some more fur. And to get some more fur, I'm gonna need to kill some more animals, so let's go ahead and do that. Definitely going to be a lot easier to hunt with the remaining daylight, so let's go after some meat. It'd be nice if I could find one of those wolves that I killed earlier. It would just save so much time. But I got no idea where they fell. But so far, I'm enjoying this. It's actually pretty cool. You can actually see, even with the RTX 3090 and DLSS, still drop below 60 frames per second, and I wouldn't say the game is terribly optimized, but it is pretty demanding. So yeah, you're going to need some serious hardware to maintain 60 frames per second at all times, but it's not really bothering me too much dropping below 60 frames per second. Barely notice it. That fish is just far too quick for me. Hopefully we learn how to... what the hell was that? I thought I heard something raw there for a minute. Well, I'm always conscious of oxygen levels, so I'll always mine a bit of oxide when I see it. That's fine, there's another wolf here. So we've solved our fur problem. It'd be better if I could see my enemy. Oh man, there was more than one of them. So I got killed, but I'm able to respawn. Or I can wait for a teammate, but I'm not playing with anyone at the moment. So unfortunately I got myself killed because I tried to fight too many wolves at once. But let's see what happens when I die. Do I lose all the stuff I was carrying? That will probably be what happens. So are you sure you want to respawn? Your gear will be stored here. You'll cure a XP debt. Sure, that's fine. No bed found. Do you want to respawn in a random location? Yeah, that's fine. So if I can find my body, I can basically get all my stuff back. But I did lose a bit of XP for dying, apparently. And the worst thing about it is... it is now night time. So visibility is terrible. But my body should be close by. Okay, let me do what I can to make a torch. Okay, I have one of these now. Okay, so we've got some visibility, and man, performance is terrible at night time, dropping down to like 46 frames per second at some point. Now I wish there was like some kind of marker. So this is where my previous body was, I'm assuming. So I'm just going to take all of this. Okay, that's perfect. So I've got all my stuff back. Do you have a map? I'm going to head back to base camp, because it's pretty foolish to wander around without being able to see. So let's see to get to the other side. So you can see in the distance the campfire where I'm cooking my meat. I'm not sure if you guys can see it, but I can see it just about in the distance. So that's pretty cool. I do need to get some more fur for a bedroll, but see if we can make it through the night. I can hear animals running around me, so there's a large deer here, but you know, I'm not going to worry about that for now. Stay around the fire. So I have all my meat and stuff cooked ready for me. That's awesome. Let's put the fish. I need to get used to these mechanics. So this fish is already cooked, so that's cool. Okay, so it's 8 PM. It's going to be a long night, it seems. The best I can do is continue to try and progress and try and level up some more. And the best way to do that is just to continue to gather resources. So there's some stone around here. Let's continue to get that. Silica ore. I'm not too sure what this stuff is. I thought it was just regular stone, but I guess it's not. I'll collect some of this anyway, because probably need it for something. So almost got 100 stone now, and I can pop this into the module that I landed in. So I don't have to carry around this excessive weight. If you go to crafting, so you can go to stone, you can see stone pile. So I'll craft one of those. You need 100 stone to do that. So I've got one of those now. Gather some berries as well. I may need it at some point. Okay, let's put something away. That's going to be carrying a lot of weight, so that stone pile is going to be pretty heavy, so I'm going to store it in a dropship cargo. So we've got quite a lot of leather on us as well. Let's see what else we got. Loads of sticks, a lot of wood. I'm going to split the wood and pop that in there as well, because this stuff's quite heavy. I think apart from that, we're pretty good. So I'm just going to have to be brave, explore some more even in the darkness, and try and find another wolf or something and try and get its fur. Hopefully I don't run into two at once. Man, they've done a great job with the darkness though. You can barely see in front of you. So hopefully we'll be able to make some better sources of light. There's a baby deer here. Let's see if I can chase this down and kill it. Oh, stamina's running out. I'm literally just running in the darkness, guys. Can't see anything ahead of me. Yeah, not the best idea. Probably best to get closer first. So a baby deer would be an easy source of meat. So let's go after it. Okay, we got it. Can skin that. And from that we get raw meat, leather and bone, but I need fur. So that's still not giving me everything that I need. There's a rabbit over there. I doubt that's gonna have much fur on it. So if you're wondering what the timer is above, so the 6 days, 23 hours, 16 minutes. I believe you have that many days to stay on this zone, and if you don't complete your objective within that time, you get left behind. So that's an interesting mechanic they've done on the game. So I've got 6 days to master this area of the game, and then I move on to somewhere else, or I'll go back to the ship that's in orbit. Anyway, let's go back to the drop ship. There's not really much I can do in the darkness. If there's anything I can store here that I don't really need to carry around. And I got a lot of bone and leather, but not so much that I can't carry it with me, so I guess I'm okay for now. Store some of the raw meat, I guess. Anyway, I think I'll leave it here, guys. This was just a look at Icarus first cohort. Interesting survival game. I'm interested to progress with this and bring you guys some more content, but I thought I'd give you guys a quick look at it. But I've reconned the forest and completed my first mission, so I'm doing okay so far. That's pretty much it for me though. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.